Do you think this is a one-day event after a long weekend, or are we in for a more downward trend after 7 straight days of upward momentum?
Well, I think it's only natural that we have a little bit of a sell-off. Actually, it's been kind of impressive how the market came back a bit off its lows overall. So, we've been so reliant also on the NASDAQ, particularly the big technology stocks, to keep us going forward. What we see from our client base is when Microsoft and Apple are performing well, it gives confidence across the market. And those two stocks have something I think that's the double whammy benefit almost, Courtney. What that is when they go down, those are the first ones people want to buy the dip on. And then as they go up, people still consider them a little bit of a growth stock. So as those two stocks go, quite honestly, goes a lot of the confidence in the retail market.
Well, Microsoft is down slightly, but Apple is up about 1.5% today. Are you paying attention to the action in the volatility index? It is above 16, so a bit of a jump today from where we were previous.
It is a bit of a jump, and we got into that 15 handle here late last week. But overall, Courtney, when I look at that, we're still below 20. And so that doesn't really, I think, make anybody too nervous right here. We had quite a bit of a sell-off in the VIX itself overall. And I think anytime you stay between 15 and 20, that's become a bit of a comfort range for people overall. And in fact, when you get down to 15, what you're seeing overall in the market is people starting to buy volatility. You saw it at the end of last week. Not just retail, but professionals also start to buy volatility down there because they just perhaps think it's a little bit overdone. Because if you look at the trading pattern over the last year and a half or so, every time we do get down there, we've been able to see a little bit of a bounce up above 17.5 to 20.
JJ, are your clients active in AMC and other stocks like that?
They have been, Wilfred, no question about it. They've continued to put heavy volume into AMC over the last month and a half or so. I think the interesting thing is that the buys and sells are actually fairly even. There hasn't been like this huge buy bias or this huge sell bias. We see particular days where you might see that, but overall, if you look at the action, you're seeing it being pretty paired off in terms of clients buying it and clients selling it. And I know people will say, well, of course, you need a buyer and a seller, but in certain stocks, there are times when you see more of a buying bias. What's interesting also, Wilfred, as you know, we released our IMX, it's our Investor Movement Index today, which shows what our clients bought and sold last month. One of the stocks related to AMC that our clients bought, particularly early last month, was BlackBerry. And so you've seen a little bit of the effects of meme stocks into some of the other names that we hadn't necessarily seen before.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.